Effective communication and dissemination are the backbone of a thriving, safe, and healthy workplace. In the world of total worker health, clear and strategic communication is not just a standalone competency. It drives success in every other competency, from program planning to leadership, advocacy, partnerships, and subject matter expertise. Strong communication practices don't happen by accident. They require intention and action. Let's look at how both leaders and workers can engage in these best practices to build a healthier, safer, and more effective workplace. One best practice is establishing multi-directional communication and feedback. A way to do this is to encourage and act on employee feedback. When we ensure clear multi-directional communication, workers feel heard, leadership stays informed, and safety initiatives are more effective. It's not just about sharing information. It's about making sure people understand it, apply it, and feel empowered to provide feedback regularly.
My company used this best practice by having communication between all different levels within the organization and offered opportunities for feedback. They wanted staff across all levels of the company to feel safe communicating to each other and provided multiple different ways to do so. They did this by having a ground safety advocates group consisting of peers giving constructive feedback to fellow staff members to make sure safety is prioritized and everyone is following proper protocol. Another way my company gave us a chance to offer feedback was through their grassroots teams. These were peer-driven and leader-supported teams where people could talk about company needs and share information to leadership to address areas of concern.
Clarity and transparency is another key aspect of successful communication and dissemination, and it involves clearly defining expectations, policies, and updates regularly. Without clear communication, critical workplace issues arise. Employees may miss important updates, safety standards may become inconsistent, and engagement may decline. However, organizations that proactively address these challenges see significant improvements in worker participation and overall well-being.
Our company integrated this by talking openly about what we learned from calls. We as leaders provided information to our employees about what is going on and how these changes will impact their workplace health and safety. We focused on distributing information like pamphlets and emails so our employees could learn and continue to improve their knowledge.
Multiple communication channels are another strategy to improve dissemination of information. This can look like using various methods to get your information out, such as emails, meetings, digital boards, and peer advocates.
We used this strategy and offered different types of communication methods to make sure information was conveyed to our staff appropriately. Some examples of different methods we used were communication screens around the workplace, posted reminders, email, and company-wide updates. We also encouraged our employees to take an active role in communication with a program called Safety Catch. Safety Catch is a program where if you catch an issue at work, such as a broken light fixture, you can take a picture of it and submit it for points. One of the challenges we faced was inconsistent messaging due to relying on a single communication method. For example, email often wasn't effective. Staff working on the floor don't always have time to check their inbox, and some don't have computer access at home. As a result, important announcements didn't always reach everyone in a timely or consistent way. To help fix this, we took research recommendations seriously and started using more accessible methods, like sending key updates via text message, so more people could actually see them. We're also working on another great suggestion: building better communication pathways between different levels of the organization so everyone stays in the loop. By strengthening these communication pathways, we're aiming to create a smoother, more connected workplace. This means making it easier for information to flow both ways, not just top-down, but also giving frontline staff more opportunities to share feedback, ask questions, and voice ideas. It's a work in progress, but by focusing on clearer, faster, and more inclusive communication, we're setting the foundation for a stronger, more engaged team. At first, I felt disconnected because I didn't always have time to check emails on the floor. But once the company started distributing information via multiple methods, I felt more informed and included in decision-making.
Prioritizing communication and dissemination can enhance safety, strengthen leadership, and foster a culture of trust and collaboration within an organization. How does your workplace ensure that every voice is heard? Use these tips to start the conversation today. Explore more about how the companies that informed this case study have navigated communication and dissemination within the context of total worker health here.